you cheat.
Ain't no love like a real love, but it goes so fast. All tied up like a captive. I'm on to you. Used to pay on my love lights, sending the rainbows, playing it cool. I haven't felt this in ages, and I've no patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger. You're stronger.
Now
empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy sea.
It is time. Welcome, everyone. Round number 2 of the Kirby Motor Racing Sim Club Indy Racing Championship. We are here at the 2022 CMRSC Grand Prix of Indianapolis. This is going to be a great race. I cannot wait to get underway. Currently, the actual race is going on, and it is raining cats and dogs out there. Was watching a little bit of it, and man, that was excitement. I'll watch it later. Well, no spoilers here, so you guys are good if you guys are pausing it to come over here. Welcome, everyone. This is going to be some great action. As we have a handful of drivers more to get onto the server here. Currently with 16 so far onto the track. 24 minutes left to go in practice. This should be a good one. And let's hear the roars of these Indy cars now. Turn that down just a little bit there. But we are live on the track. It's a sunny day out here at Indianapolis. As we have new drivers, new competition, all to play for this championship. We're going to take a look at the liveries in just a moment here. Some familiar faces and some brand new to CMRSC. We have a couple drivers to look at. Some brand new liveries as well. Just doing a bit of audio adjustments before we get today's stream underway. So, I will be your host for today's event. My name is Nasseir from Kirby Motor Racing Sim Club. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We are 9 subscribers away from 100. So maybe we can celebrate that today. We're on our goal to 100 subscribers. So if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. Show us the support, and if you want to support us even more, check out our TikTok and Instagram in the links in the description down below. As the guys are going around the track, we're going to take a look at the point standings in just a moment. Even more, check out our TikTok. Just doing a bit of audio adjustments. Let's look at the points from last week. Here we are. So, in the driver's standings, we have Justin Nasseir leading the charge with 79 points. Rahul Partab would take P4, I believe, last week. Sorry, he would take P3 last week. After a couple of penalties that went up, we'll discuss those further, but Rahul Partab with 57 points, Martin Webster with 55 points, Jeremias Zanella with 32 points, and 30 points we have Sebastian Palmer, one of the youngest drivers here at CMRSC. With 28 points we have Kevin Ospina. With 26 points, we have Claus Klint. With 25 points, we have Danny Nasseir. Both of them teammates for the first time. Danny Nasseir signing with Valhala. They had a great driver pairing up last week. Let's see what they can do this week. Zadan Ahmed currently with 24 points. Stephen Pommels with 22 points. Javon Parry with 20 points there. He's also tied with Tommy Gore with 20 points. Just under them, Lance Nasseir with 19 points. We might not be able to see him here today. Kayle has 17 points on the board. 16 points goes to Curtis Gregory. 14 points goes to Dylan Murante. 13 points go to Marlon Young. 12 points go to Santiago Rosenweg. He is also tied with Sean Lee in the points there, but we will not be able to see him today. 11 points going to Santiago Cabriel. 9 points going to Isaac Nielsen. And that is actually your last of the point scorers down there. We actually take a look at the constructor standings, the team standings, bringing that back. Haven't seen that since DTM. In the team standings, we have in P1, tied for P1, IRW Racing and Xplay. Cannot wait to see what those guys do on track. Pratab Motorsports with 57 points there. Valhala with 51 points. Slush Racing Team, which I believe they have changed their name to Young Knight Racing. So you'll see their name updated next week. But for now, they're just going to be running under Slush Racing Team. Likan Racing with 32 points. However, they now have 3 drivers onto the team. It's not just Zanella. So we will see how that affects the driver standings after this race. Forever Kspec with 28 points. Ahmed Racing with 24 points. TuPack Racing with 23 points. Peaky Blinders with 22 points. TG Motorsport with 20 points. SVL Racing with 16 points. 14 points goes to Godspeed. Cams with 12 points. Isaac Racing with 9 points. Extreme Racing rounds out with 0 points. Yet to score. But Martin Toth making his first race this evening, so we will see how he does there. We're gonna get back onto the track now because we got some things to discuss. So, after last week's race, if you were not updated on our Instagram as we post all the latest news that comes up, we have 3 penalties that we have to discuss. We'll get to them now. So, if you haven't been following up, we had 4 penalties for drivers. We had our first penalty for Zadan Ahmed. He had overtaken under the safety car, so he had gotten a lap penalty. It was really devastating to him as he had finished pretty high up, I think P5. Dropped him down to P7 at the very end. Kayle also took a penalty. He was overtaking where overtaking was not allowed. Overtaking the safety car during a VSC where overtaking under the VSC was not allowed. So he had taken a 30-second time penalty. However, the big penalty that we have to talk about is SVL Racing. Both Sander and Noah Hoffman had scored themselves DNFs after they were caught overtaking under the safety car. Race director had stated there was no overtaking under the safety car position. We had a little bit of controversy there, but we had it all sorted out. And yeah, Sander has gotten himself a DNF. He's not showing up for this race as he is a bit busy, I believe. So we will be seeing Noah Hoffman, who is on the top of the timing sheets, but we will not be able to see what he can do with that pace, as he is not going to be able to start qualify, and he will be forced to start at the back, as his penalty is not only that he was disqualified, but since he was slowing down on track to let his teammate through illegally, sadly he's going to miss out qualifying, and he'll be forced to start at the back of the grid. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise, since a lot of incidents do happen at turn 1. So maybe we could see Noah possibly come back after this penalty. He is going to be leading the charge for his team. I also know Gregory is here as well, so both of them are going to be carrying the team here today. We will see what they can do. That is your penalties after round 1. It's now time to take a look at the Hot Lap done for Hot Lap Fridays. If you're unfamiliar, every Friday we post out a Hot Lap from the server of any driver. So we're gonna see a time of a 1:14, I believe. Pretty quick, considering how a lot of the guys are not in that area. Not all of them, at least. We're gonna wait till the times update just to see. Yeah, Alexandro is the only driver in the 1:14, so we will see how this lap is possible to put together. Here is the Hot Lap at Indianapolis. Hello, my name is Nasseir from Kirby Motor Racing Sim Club, and today we're going to be going through a hot lap around the Indianapolis road course. Car we are using is the Formula America 2020 by Racing Studio. This is also a part of round 2 of the CMRSC Indy Racing Championship. If you want to learn more and get involved into the action, a link is in the description down below to join our Discord, and we will get you all hooked up from there. Coming around the last turn getting on back to the front straight of the Indy 500. Let's get this hot lap underway. Coming up to turn 1 now, breaking down into second gear, nailing that apex just about. Keeping it in second gear around here. Up the gears, third gear, fourth gear, but back down into second gear for that long right-hander. And now take quick left-right chicane in fourth gear. Be very careful not to take it too wide. And now, bit of a long straight until turn 7. Braking just at the 100-meter marker. Down into second gear. And then it's a long right and left. Second gear here. And then maximizing the exit. Just a little bit of oversteer, a little snap on the car, but we are still running now. Coming up to the sharp right-hander, down into second gear, kissing the apex. And now coming up to turn 13, keeping it in second gear now for the long left-hander. And now straighten up the car for turn 14, completely flat out now. Getting back on to the main front straight. Crossing the line now, and that will be a time of a 1 minute 14.76. Very quick hot lap indeed. We're gonna take a look at the drivers now. See what they're doing on track. Let me know if the audio levels are good in the stream. Just gonna do a couple more adjustments to the stream. Making sure everything is in fact good to go. We do have subscriber only chat. We've been noticing we have been getting a lot of bots coming into the chat, so yeah, this hopefully should filter it out. Hopefully there's not any random stuff going on into the chat, so yeah. Just gotta make sure all the audio is good to go before we get underway. Just gonna quickly make sure the music levels are good. They are. Gonna put the audio back up. Ooh, a little bit of incidents going on there. Let's actually go through the liveries as promised. We have P1. Let's go back onto our main thing here. So we have Noah Hoffman. I believe no livery change for him, but this is the livery he is rocking with. Beautiful car here. Let's turn down the music just a little bit. That is Noah's livery over there. Driver's backing up, I see. Alexandro Trespaliosis, if I did not botch that. Beautiful car. A part of Likan Racing. They're teammates with Zanella. And another driver when we get to them. Who else do we have on here? Kayle Vanderoper. Beautiful livery done by Noah Hoffman. He had designed the liveries for Young Knights. So we have the return of the Mercedes manufacturer. So let's see if a Mercedes-powered Indy car can pull these guys to victory lane. But beautiful livery done. Love the patterns on that car. There's the safety car that we have here. The McLaren MP412C. Beautiful, beautiful livery here with our logos. The announcer is rocking it as well, but obviously that is our medical car. Stephen Pommel's rocking the Willpower livery there. Sebastian Palmer, the third member of Xplay, with probably one of my favorite liveries on here. Beautiful green Xplay. Seeing the X on the side there. Powered by Honda. Love the car there here. So yeah, big shout out to all the sponsors. I think some of these sponsors are custom. So shout out to you guys. Awesome, awesome livery. Done by Lance Nasseir. Here's Martin Webster, the teammate. A little bit of an alternate color. There is Curtis Gregory in the SVL racing car. Here's Javon Parry. Young Knights, but now in a red kind of livery here. More kind of red roses, it looks like. Really love this livery out here. Awesome, awesome stuff. Here's Lance Nasseir. Kind of like a snakeskin green with the orange. The Orange Dog Racing, he calls it. Beautiful, beautiful car. There's Danny Nasseir, actually designed by myself. Black and yellow flames onto the car. Kind of reminiscent of a young Jeff Gordon, just with alternate colors. Who else do we have on track? There's Martin Webster, Sebastian Palmer. There's Raul Partab. And actually, that might be all the drivers who are on track so far. Currently 20. So great showing out here today. 11 people watching the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. You guys are in store for a great, great race. Ooh, a little bit of lag there. Speaking of which, let's actually go through the pings right now and laps. Let's see how these guys are doing. Taking a look at our live timing sheet there, you'll be able to see where everyone is on track, how the times are currently. This is how we check the pings on track. Sorry, so yeah, this is how we check the pings on track. This is what I see. So we can see if someone has a really high ping, we'll have to pull them out. But so far, even with a 160 ping, that should be fine. So I have a request here in chat to turn off the tire smoke. It is at minimum right now, so we'll keep an eye on the drivers right now. Let's take a look if we have any lockup. If we do, we will disable them. We have a little bit of lockup there, but I feel like the smoke is not too extreme as last week. Last week it was pretty high. We'll keep an eye on the smoke just before the end of practice. But if we have to, we could turn them off. That is no biggie by me. It's a little bit more lockup there. All right. We'll disable it for now. Let's see how it will look when it's disabled. So just bear with me right now. We'll see how it looks on stream. We'll turn that off there. We will head back on track. We'll have a little word with the guys. For the first time ever, we have disabled the voice chat, so you will not be able to hear your favorite drivers in the comms, but they will just show it on the track and entertain us from there. Currently logging in back to the server right now. This will take a couple of seconds and we will be back on the live broadcast. If you are tuning in, welcome. This is round 2, CMRSC Grand Prix of Indianapolis. Hear the engines roar. We're back. Let me know the sounds are onto the stream if the engine does sound a little bit louder than my voice. Let me know if it has to be lowered at any moment. But with a minute 45 left to go. Cannot wait for this one. How is qualifying gonna go? We don't see Justin Nasseir on the server just yet. I believe he is going to be one of those drivers who are just going to join in really late, but just before the start of qualifying. See Martin Webster put it in his fastest time with a 1:16.1. We are going to share the stream to everyone on social media as we have a minute to go in practice. Actually, I think I saw the corner of my eye. Was that Justin Nasseir? I'm not too sure. Just double check right here. If that was... I don't think he has joined just yet, but we do have 18 on the track right now. 30 seconds left to go in practice. Don't think anyone's going to be improving their times just yet. A lot of drivers are entering into the pits. There's Pedro there. He does have a livery, but I'm not too sure why it's not loaded up for him there. I think he's just stopped on track. Let's see what else we can watch. There is Kayle, and practice is finished. It is complete. We'll have a quick word with the guys. You'll hear the race director come out and speak to the guys just before the beginning of qualifying. Make sure to share the stream with friends and family. Anyone who is interested in motorsports, they're going to get a kick out of this race. As of all races here at CMRSC. This is the place you want to be. I do see Justin Nasseir now joining into the server. We didn't see him from practice, so let's see what happens in qualifying here. $14 people watching the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys have questions into the chat, don't be afraid to ask them. All right, we will turn off the music now. Because it is now time for the countdown before qualifying. Just gonna have a quick word with the guys here. All right, welcome everyone. Round 2 is here. Just gonna go over some quick things if you did not catch it into the chat. What is new? So we have a new collision penalty. Basically, you guys are gonna get 10 warnings similar to cut tracks. So if you do make a collision with another driver or the environment 20 times, you'll receive a drive-through penalty via real penalty. We're going to be bringing back the end of race penalty system as well. If you track extend turn 6, cut turn 1 or turn 7 more than 5 times, you'll receive a after race time penalty. In qualifying, if you do cut these, if you do cut or track extend, we do advise that you let off as soon as possible. We don't want you guys completing the lap. If you complete the lap and you improve and you don't let us know, if you do let us know in chat, then you're just gonna have to start at the back of the grid. We will direct that for you. But if you don't and you try to get away with it, we will catch you at the after the event, and you will be receiving a time penalty. Other than that, we're using this chat, so you guys are only gonna be able to hear me. And contact is on in the pit lane. You will receive a penalty from now on if you do hit anyone in the pit lane for unsafe release. Good luck. Qualifying has begun. You guys can go out now. Keep in mind that the exit of the pit lane, you have to follow behind under the white line until turn 1. That is all. If you guys have any extra questions, do let me know into the chat. Have a good qualifying. And qualifying is underway. All right, I believe the drivers were not able to hear me. Microphone test. Can any of you guys hear me? In the chat, can anyone hear me? Test, test. Alright, not too sure why the guys were not able to hear me. Maybe they're into the chat. But we have qualifying underway. We will notify the guys there. Just after. But it is rules we have already went through. So it is not a worry to me at all. We're gonna get back underway now. Let's see who's at the top of the queue here. But keep an eye on those timing sheets. Let's see what these guys can do. There's Justin Nasseir putting his fastest time of a 1:14.3. get this audio thing sorted here. But we have qualifying underway. Martin Webster currently in second right now. There's your current time so far. Microphone test, microphone test. Can you guys hear me into the chat? Let me know if you can hear me. Hello, testing, testing. So it seems those guys cannot hear me into the chat. Not too sure what that's all about though. But keeping an eye on those times, Kayle has improved with a 1:15.6 with 10 minutes left to go already. A couple of drivers also trying to improve and putting in their laps. Only 9 guys have put in their laps so far. Testing. Microphone check. Test, test. All right, can you guys hear me there? All right, so sorry about that. I was going through a bit of, all I was basically doing, you guys can continue in qualifying. I'm just gonna quickly just let you know some stuff in the background, but you guys are still able to go out for qualifying. I'm just basically repeating what I am saying for the Indy Racing chat. Basically that whole big paragraph. If you wanna like proofread that right now, if you want to, you can. That's what I was basically just repeating. I'm also going to just, you know, say it all again before we get going under green flag. So don't worry about it now. All you got to know right now is when you're exiting out the pits, make sure you're following under the white line. So you're not crossing that white line. And remember, any collisions in the pit lane from now on will give you a penalty if it's an unsafe release. So just keep in mind about that. All right, yeah, I'll turn down my microphone there. All right, let's get back into the action here. There's Alexandro. See what they can do. Yeah, Noah, basically, you won't have a pit lane start. You're going to start from the back of the grid. Because if you do a pit lane start, it will give you a lap down. So, best thing to do is just not qualify. Because if you do qualify, you're going to have to manually, like, you know, get behind the... You know, get behind everyone. So if you want to just stick into the pit lane, you can. But regardless, you're going to have to start from dead last. So that's just Noah Hoffman we're letting know, because yeah, he does have his penalty that he has to serve there. But getting back into this qualifying session, it's very interesting now. Xplay driver Martin Webster, currently up into P3. Here's Zadan Ahmed, currently on board with him right now. Let's see what he can do. Puts it up into P7. It was probably on a preparation lap, so let's see what he can do. Coming down into turn 1 now, braking at the 200-meter marker there. Keeping it in first gear. Crawling around here. Has a very lengthy first gear, I could tell. He's using that a lot. Ooh. Fighting the car. It's like Pato Award out here with those ninja hands. Onto the straight here. Raul Partap puts it in P6, 117.2. Justin Nasseir is the only driver in the 114s, however. Very surprised about that. A lot of other drivers were able to get into the 114s there. But there is Zadan Ahmed. He had taken a lap penalty that took him down 3 positions from his final finishing position. Can he sort that and get it back up into some good positions, especially for the start of this race? Ooh, big lockup. That's going to take him into the grass. Let's see who else we have on track. There is Javon Parry. Currently P10 there. Martin Webster in third. Kayle in second. Currently in the pits right now. Justin as well into the pits. Those tires are... Sorry, those brakes are smoking. But 5 minutes left to go. A little bit deep down there for Martin. Can Martin Webster improve? He's about 3/10 down of Kayle. Can Martin Webster, the Xplay driver, put it on the front row? Where is Marlon Young? Marlon Young is yet to set a lap. That is very surprising from him. Ooh, big lock up there into turn one. That is not going to help him. He is just dancing that car. There's Kayle. I believe Justin Nasseir has actually just left the server really quickly. Possibly rejoining now. Five minutes left to go into the session, though. We will see him back, though. Justin Nasseir. But currently spectating for now the pole man, Kayle. Let's see if he can put up a better time. Guys, please watch when you're coming out the pits. Make sure you're not hitting the pace car or the safety car. That will get you a penalty. Speaking of which, we're just gonna have to quickly sure that is good there. Let's get back out on track. Don't see any sign of Justin Nasseir just yet. Alright, Noah, we will note it. Guys, like I said, you have to stay under the white line. You can only exit the pit safely once you're past turn one. You're staying behind the white line. Remember, you can get a penalty. So yeah, once again, as soon as you exit the pits and you're up to speed, you still have to stay under the white line until the end of turn one, where you'll see the white line break apart and you'll be able to enter the racetrack in a safe manner. Failing to do so will result in a penalty. So there's Danny Nasseir now using first gear around the left, rights, and lefts. Sorry, right, left, and right. Very surprising to take it in first gear, however. A lot of guys are taking it in second gear. Let's see what he can do, though. Come around the sharp right-hander there. I can lower my voice manually. Give me 1 second. All right, it should be significantly lower. Let me know if that's good or if you guys want it to be a little bit more lower. Oh, Danny Nasseir puts it into the wall. Justin Nasseir joins back the server, but he does put it into P9, I believe. Actually, no, he does not improve, though. Sebastian Palmer looks like he jumped him. Who else is on track? A lot of drivers are not on track. There's Justin Nasseir. Let's go driver's eye of Justin Nasseir. Unlike F1, there's no porpoising, but there's a lot of camera shake there as that is what the drivers are experiencing out there. Tavar, the smoke is off. It's off in the settings. I'm surprised I can see it as well, but it's very, very minimum. But in Content Manager, it is off. I cannot do anything anymore. I would say the smoke is fine, so don't worry about it. I can definitely take a look at the smoke after, but looks like it's fine for now. Just as we're across the line, I believe now to begin a flyer here. Or actually, no, he actually improves from that time. But we can check it out. I do sense a little bit of smoke, yeah. But we did disable it. Ooh! Getting the back end loose there. But there is the number 10 flying out there. 20 seconds left. Can we see Kayle, Martin, or Zanella take pole position from Justin Nasseir? It's very close at the very top there. Zanella and Justin Nasseir duking it. Sorry, Zanella and Kayle duking it out up there, I believe. But qualifying is over. Zanella improves to P2. He's on the front row now, and both Kayle... No, Kayle is still out on track. Can Justin Nasseir improve, however? It's Kayle who can try to compete for that P2 or P1. Justin Nasseir across the line. He does not improve. Zanella is into the pits. Kayle is into the pits. That's going to be your qualifying done with then. I'm also noticing that Pedro has put in a great lap there to put it on the front row as well. There's Martin Webster, but I think that's going to be your top 3. There's Pedro, P2 in his debut. Great result from him. What a qualifying battle. We didn't see too much action. We see Sebastian Palmer putting it into P9. Where is Marlon Young? I don't see Marlon Young on track, actually. Unless I am mistaken. No, I do not see Marlon Young. That is interesting. So it doesn't look like Marlon Young did practice at all. Or, sorry, did qualify out there. But that is your qualifying done. A couple people out on track, but I believe they're not going to be able to complete a lap. We could take a look at Pedro. No, that is going to be his qualifying complete. A 14.057 to a 14.1, so it looks like he did cut it. I'm going to have to take a look at the... Take a look at our trackers here to make sure it wasn't a track extend. But we're just waiting for the guys to come into the pit lane. All right, congratulations, top 3. Justin Nasseir, Pedro, and Zanella. Right, qualifying, guys. I'm just going to quickly go over again before we get underway what I missed out here. So, in the race, we have collision penalties. You're going to get 10 of them. They're similar to cut tracks. If you make 20 collisions with the environment or other drivers, you will receive a drive-through penalty, and then that number will reset back to 0, similar to the cut tracks where you have 5 of those, I believe. We are returning the end of race penalty, so if anyone track extends, we're going to be looking at turn 1, turn 7, cut turn 1, cut turn 7, or track extend turn 6. That will be a after race time penalty. You can look at more information on that in the Indy Racing chat. We just went through qualifying there, so if you guys have cut the track now, let me know now. If you guys have cut the track and completed your lap and it did improve, let me know now. I have the position. So Pedro, I think what you're trying to say is that you cut the track. I have the position in the pit. I cannot pit. Pedro, did you cut the track and complete that lap? Give me a yes or no in chat, please. Maybe turn 9. I'm gonna need a yes or no now. If you believe you cut it, it's better to say so now, because if not, you're gonna get a heftier penalty. Yes. All right. So how this is going to work? Noah as well. So Noah and Pedro, how this is going to work is you guys are just going to fall back. So as soon as the lights go out, this is going to be a rolling start once again. This is going to mean you guys are not going to go up to racing speed. You're going to stay at 110. There's not going to be any weaving. Noah and Pedro, you guys are going to, as soon as the lights go out, try to pull to the side of the track in a safe manner to get to the back of the grid. So both of you guys are going to be starting in the last 2 rows. So yeah, Pedro and Noah, you guys will have to start at the final 2 rows. You guys can keep it double file or single file on here, but you're keeping it very slow, as this is a rolling start. I lowered the mic, and Claus said it was good, so you might have to lower it manually for me. So yeah, once again, you're going off slowly here. And do not jump the start. Do not hold your clutch in either. Yeah, we know safety cars are on the grid. They will automatically be put off the grid. I will call the start. I will call the start. Just like last week. If you were here last week, it's just like that. So you guys can get going now. If you need to fall back, do it in a safe manner. The guys are off now. He said he cut because he just admitted it, Tavar. Guys, remember, either double or single file. If you see Pedro, you must overtake him. Overtake Pedro. You guys are slowing down behind him. Overtake him. He's supposed to fall behind. So we're now going to close down our things right here. There's your race leader. So I want you guys to bunch up when you return back to the banking for the final time on the final turn. That's where I want you guys to bunch up. I will signal when we get under racing. So try to close up as soon as possible. Remember, no overtaking. And here we go, guys. This is going to be a great one. Here's your grid. Justin, Nasseir, Zanella, Roper, Martin, Partab, Toth, Alexandro, Palmer, Ahmed, Nasseir, Pommels, Claus, Parry, Gregory, Lance Nasseir, Noah Hoffman, and Pedro to round out your grid. All right, so Justin, so just after this turn that you are now, I want you guys to double file. If we have to cross the start-finish straight before we say green, we will. But you're on my command. Double file, please. Double file. Here we go, guys. Round 2 is about to get underway now. Green flag, green flag. And we are off. Round 2 is underway. There all the guys go, barreling down into turn 1. Hopefully they can keep it clean. Oh, big incident in the background. Looks like a lot of people have got on big spins. Yellow flag, yellow flag, yellow flag. Our car has flipped upside down as well. All right, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. We're going to restart this race. We're going to restart this race. Don't worry, I got that under control. We're going to have to call a race restart. That was insane. Cars flipping over as well. All right, so we had to restart that. Everyone went off, I believe. Jeez, that was crazy. What a hectic beginning to this race. So once again, we're doing the exact same thing. I suggest now you should keep it single file. Keep it single file until we have to double up. The double up was perfect. It was just turn one. There was a big incident. But keep it very low. Keep it slow. The race is not won on the first corner, so you gotta be patient. It's a sharp turn as well. It's 50 laps. And remember, once again, Pedro and Noah, in a safe manner, please pull to the side of the track as soon as possible. I suggest you don't do it now onto the grid. Try to give yourself some space and just pull to the side of the road. Remember, Noah and Pedro, please, in a safe manner, pull to the side of the track and let the whole field go. That is for Pedro and Noah. For you guys, keep it single file. I'll tell you guys when to double up. Everything was perfect just until turn one, but keep it patient. Remember about your setups. Make sure everything is all loaded back. I believe it could be reset. Just load them back up. We are still in formation, so as soon as the lights go out, it is still formation. This will be the last restart we have. If this happens again, there will be a safety car. For now, you guys are going off at a very slow pace. 110 to 115 I'm looking for. And once again, the guys are off. But what a shocking beginning to this second race. So yeah, Pedro, just stay there and just let everyone go past. Noah, you're saying, yeah, just come out the pits, Noah, you'll be fine. Noah, if you didn't put it into gear or you didn't press go, in Assetto Corsa, it might have teleported you back to the pits, but that should be fine. Alright, let's head back to the top. I do see Roper in first onto the timing board, but we are good here. Start bunching up, start bunching up. You don't have to double file yet, but start bunching up. Roper, you need to catch up to the top two guys. So yeah, Justin, this pace is perfect. Just keep it at that. All right, once again, as soon as you come across the second to last corner that you are now, start to double up, please. In a safe manner, Double up, double up. You are on my command. Keep it slow, keep it slow. Double up, double up. Green flag, green flag. And we are under racing once again. Let's hope these guys learned the first time to slow down for turn one. No heroics into T1. Here they come. Looks like it is all clean. A little bit of spins, but we are good to go. Justin Nasseir leads the pack. Martin Webster looks like he has jumped Zanella. We see some spins at the back. We will stay green. We will stay green. But Danny Nasseir looks like he lost out back there. But it is Justin Nasseir from Kayle, from Martin. It looks like Zanella's on the inside. No, he backs out. These guys do have penalties for collisions, so these guys are going to want to watch out here. Big collisions looks like in the back there. Looks like it's Pratab. It is. He goes down. But we stay green flag. Look in the background there. Oh, Kayle takes it off as well as Zanella. Martin Webster charging for that P2, and he takes it. The Xplay driver doing the team proud. There they go on the back straight. What can Roper do? We are on board. Justin is here with the fastest lap. He pulls to the inside. Is he going to take the move, however? He does. They make contact. Little bit of rubbing. Oh, he's gonna push him off, it looks like. Martin Webster's gonna lose out big time. Using push to pass as well. Oh, big spin. Martin Webster spun it into the gravel trap. Hopefully can get back on track. That is not good for Martin Webster there. Running so well. But never say never with these drivers. We look more into the background. We do see more spins. Pratab and Claus just getting out the way of Danny Nasseir. But looks like it's just both of them spinning on their own. So we will stay green flag. It is 50 laps of racing, so these guys are going to have to take it easy. But Justin Nasseir leads this race, and Zanella is on Roper's tail. We go on board. Justin Nasseir puts in the fastest lap of a 1:16.2. Zanella using push to pass, gets onto the inside. You can hear that gearbox just suffering, but he gets the move done. Overtakes into the background. That is Martin Webster passing Stephen Pommels. Ooh, that's Alexandro. A spin? Yellow flags on turn one. Yellow flags on turn one. It's letting the guys know because it is pretty blind. All right, green flag, green flag. Oh, Sebastian Palmer! Yellow flags on turn 6. All right, green flag. Stephen Pommels is going to retire out this one. Martin Webster already up into P9. But a huge shame for Stephen Pommels. I believe we just missed it, though. But he probably had an incident. Let's get back up the field, though. There is Zanella. Roper is using push to pass now. Can he get back? Curtis Gregory with an incident as well. What has happened? Where is Curtis on track? Yeah, Curtis, watch out when you're rejoining back onto the track. And Curtis looks like he teleports it back to the pits. We have an overtake here. That's Noah Hoffman. Looks like if Curtis Gregory is out. Yeah, we hear confirmation that Stephen Pommels is out of this one. And it looks like Curtis Gregory might be out of this one as well. As Alexandro looks like, yeah, out as well. They are dropping like flies out here. Raul Partap puts it into the pits. Looks like for a very early stop. But Alexandro retiring out of this one as well. What an event this has been. And we're only 5 laps in, but Justin Nasseir leads this one. 6-second gap to himself and Zanella. Keeping an eye down the order, there is Kayle. Lost 6 seconds to Zanella. Martin topped with an incident on the final corner. Looks like a quick spin, and he's back underway. Getting back on the racing line there. Martin Webster's going to overtake. It's a double move. Yellow flag, yellow flag, yellow flag. Full course caution, full course caution. The safety car will come out now. What an incident has just occurred. Keep the speed down to 110. Keep the speed down. No overtaking. Martin Toth looks like he's pulling a double move in a very illegal overtake that looked like from here. But the safety car is out on track. All right, so the safety car is coming out the pits now. I'll keep you updated. Justin, you are the next car. You are behind me, just a minute behind, so I will go slow. But wow. First safety car after a horrible collision. Is Martin Webster going to get back out on track? I think he has, yes. He definitely has. He's on track again. What an event this has been. Alright, Justin, you should be able to see me now. We're just going to go a little bit slower than normal to get the guys caught up. But there is the safety car just ahead of Justin Nasseir. The first safety car of the day. I believe last week we had a total of 2 safety cars with 1 VSC. Even if you are a lap car, just bunch up behind. So Claus, I see you. Just stay behind Justin Nasseir. So remember, there is absolutely no overtaking. Even if there is a lapped car, you are not allowed to overtake. Alright, so Justin, they are coming out of turn 6 right now, the rest of the pack. So we're just going to keep it at this pace, around 80 kilometers. Friendly reminder, no weaving during the safety car. No weaving during the safety car. So yeah, we see now all the guys are bunching up behind. You might be able to see it in the background there into the stream. Pits are open. Pits are open. If I did not make myself clear. So currently lap 8 of lap 50 now. If you're just tuning in, you're not missing too much. Our first safety car of the day, because of a horrible crash in the front straight with both Martins, Martin Toth and Martin Webster. Both drivers, I believe, got themselves repaired and are back onto the track. In a safe manner, lapped cars are allowed to overtake. Klaus, you can overtake the safety car. If you are in the lead lap, please pull to the right side of the road where the safety car is. Lapped cars are allowed to overtake. Please overtake as soon as possible. If you're on the lead lap, please stay on the right side of the track. Yep, Pratab, you can overtake. If you look on your real time and you see a lapped car coming up, just try to give him space to let him go. So we should have one more lap of safety car, one more lap. We're gonna take a look at the safety car in action there. Remember, lapped cars are allowed to overtake. Lapped cars are allowed to overtake. Alright, looks like there's nobody else left to overtake the safety car, so we will go green flag next time by. So we're gonna pick up the pace now. Keeping it at about 130. So we hear confirmation by the race director that the safety car will be in this lap. So this will be great for Kayle, and I'm also noticing Noah Hoffman into P3 as well. So let's see what the SVL driver can do. A lot of drivers are also into the pits right now. We see Martin Webster, he actually had a drive-through. He takes his drive-through though. So it looks like he'll be back in action now. Remember, no weaving, and single file. In the event of a false start, I will let you guys know, and it will turn into a VSC. The safety car will not come out, but it's a single file. If race director does not like it, you guys will go around again. So that's race director letting them know now. All right, Justin, I am leaving you now. You control the pace. So safety car is coming in, so you can see him rush into the pits as soon as possible. If you don't have Bert in the safety car, we have Rahul Nasseir. Who would have guessed? We will turn our attention now to the front guys. Remember, single file. Green flag. And they are back underway. Once again, green flag racing. Let's see how they do into turn one now. Looks like Justin Nasseir is going to lose a handful of positions. A lot of guys going wide there. Looking down the order, it looks like everyone is clean. Roper leads the charge. Justin Nasseir goes down into P4. Oh, Justin spins it! Looks like couple spins there. We stay green. Two drivers spinning out, but getting out the way. So we do stay green. Pratap as well into the grass. But huge mistake for both Ahmed and Justin Nasseir. Have they made contact? We'll find out after the race. But I hear in the chat, Vamos Zanella! P2 for him, and he's going for that lead! Zanella versus the Jamaican of Kayle. I don't believe he has won a race before. Might be early to say, but let's see what he can do. We see in the background, Looks like Pedro's making up positions. We know he started last, same as Noah Hoffman. Both of these guys have penalties for making them start into last. But they are doing their team proud. Where is Justin Nasseir? I can't find him. He's currently at 11th. He has fallen down way far back. It might have to be an early pit stop for him. We are on board with Zanella. This is for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Zanella gaining now. He's not using push to pass. He comes out to the outside. Both of them lock up. Kayle takes a little bit of curve, and Zanella from the outside. What a move. Takes the lead of the Indianapolis Grand Prix. The fans are loving it in the chat. Zanella putting on the show for everyone. There we see Justin Nasseir putting back some positions. A little bit of contact with Claus. Claus falling behind a little bit, but Danny Nasseir doing Valhala proud as he's in P7, I believe. I think he just fell down. Yeah, he actually is. He was in P5 when I saw him just a second ago, but Justin Nasseir going up into P7 now. Noah Hoffman is in P3. What a drive from him. Where is Sebastian Palmer? There he is in P4, 5 seconds behind the leaders. Is Roper trying to make a comeback now? We see Martin Toth giving away. Oh, he loses it! Loses out big time! Yellow flag on turn 6. All right, green flag. We see Martin Webster in the background, capitalizing on Nasseir's mistake in the background there. Zanella leads with Noah Hoffman now into second. What a race this has been, and SVL Racing is having a good one out there. We do see in the background under a second, Palmer trying to get his fellow Jamaican. What a race this is. We look towards the background, we see a couple positions being made down there. We see Danny Nasseir losing again. Nelson Sedan. Claus has an issue there. But looks like he gets back underway. Don't need to call the yellow flags there as everyone has passed it. But what a race this has been. There is your race leader, Zanella. Currently in P2, Noah Hoffman. In P3, Kayle Vanderroper. Great race for him so far. Sebastian Palmer is coming out quick. Doing Xplay proud. Trying to get back what was lost from Martin Webster. P5, Pedro. There we see Martin Toth in the background there. Ooh, a little bit of coming together for Javon Parry and Zadan Ahmed. There's Claus, even more issues. He's in P12. There's Martin Webster, one of the drivers who early out in the race. A little bit of issues. There is Pedro. Getting overtaken now by Justin Nasseir. Moving to the inside. They both use push to pass. And here comes Justin Nasseir on Sebastian Palmer. Onto the outside. He gets two drivers maybe. He does. Justin Nasseir pulling another heroic drive. He puts himself up into P4. Justin Nasseir lighting the fuse. He wants that win. We hear a spin in the background. But looks like Palmer gets it underway. Oh no, the Xplay driver. Those are going to be some hot tires. We see push to pass being used for Raul Partab. Javon Parry making a bit of a mistake. But Raul Partab just gets out the way in the nick of time. We We go back up the field. Now there is Kayle. There is Justin. Let's get on the chase. We see Noah ahead, but Zanella is 14 seconds ahead. Let's Nasseir. Yellow flags on the final turn. Green flags, green flags. Lance Nasseir, big spin, but he teleports it back to the pits. Justin Nasseir with the fastest lap of the session in 1:14.765. We are on board with him. This is the battle for P2. There we see Danny Nasseir making some moves as Sebastian Palmer takes it into the pits for an early stop. Ooh, he had a good exit. Justin Nasseir onto the inside now, but looks like Kayle has just more legs on that Indy car. Closes the door on Justin Nasseir. Lance Nasseir with a bit of more issues. We'll turn to him now. Trying to get back out on track. Yellow flags on turn 2. All right, we're clear. Justin Nasseir. His teammate is not having a good race, but he definitely is trying to get back of what he lost with an early spin. Can he get a good exit out of here? He takes it wide, cuts back in, coming around the final corner now. Does Kayle have the legs on that Mercedes? Looks like he doesn't. Justin Nasseir uses push to pass. Almost contact there. Justin Nasseir kind of had to lock up a little bit to make sure he did not get taken out again. He has 17 seconds to the leader, Zidane. Even more issues. Yellow flags on the final corner. All right, track is clear. Martin Webster on Danny Nasseir. Good move onto the inside there. We go back to Justin Nasseir's now. It's the fight for P2. Can Kayle come back in this, though? He's not too far behind. Let's get on that wing cam of Noah Hoffman. You can see what lines Justin has taken and how close he's getting to him at certain points of the track. Noah Hoffman yet to use any of his push to passes. Justin Nasseir in the slipstream. Hoffman takes to the inside. Around the outside, there goes Justin Nasseir, and Justin Nasseir's gonna take that move. An animal unhinged Justin Nasseir is. He is up into P2 after a costly spin. A lot of the drivers into the pit lane making their stops. We'll give them the reminder now. Just a friendly reminder that you must use at least 2 sets of compounds. So you must switch to the alternate compound at least once in this race. It's a mandatory tire change. Tavar, for now, we're just going to keep it as one voice in the chat. If you want to type into his DMs, that might be easier for him. But yeah, we're just going to keep it as one voice if you want access to speak. So here we see Danny Nasseir and Javon Parry both into the pits taking their mandatory stops. We heard last week that Justin Nasseir had to take a total of 6 stops in this race. Way too many, but a lot of damage was occurred on his car. He was beaten and bruised in that race. Could you please type into his DMs? We don't want to clog up the public chat too much. There we see Noah Hoffman trying to get past some of the guys in the background there. Just gonna do a little bit of an audio check on stream. Into his DMs. We don't want to clog up the public chat too much. Looks like audio levels are good to go. We head back up the field now There's your race leader. Jeremias Zanella. He has a great crowd out there. Everyone's supporting him on. Can he take his first win in Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club? That is the question on everyone's heads. But he has a very good lead, 15 seconds, unless the safety car does come out. Look at the train in the background. Kayle gets it on the inside of Curtis Gregory. There are no blue flags in this series, so everyone is racing everyone in a safe manner. There is Vaden and Claus. Good battle over here. Let's go on board with Vaden. Can he get a move up down to the inside? No, he cannot. Claus covers the inside. A little bit of contact is made. And Claus takes it very deep, and Vaden spins it. Wasted opportunity for him. That was his overtake right there. But he does get out the grass. What is the closest battle we have? We see Kayle fighting for P3. We're keeping an eye on this battle right now. Lap 20 of 50, going way quicker than last week's race, I can tell you that much. Curtis and Pedro with an incident with Curtis. They get underway. We couldn't call out the yellow flags just in time. Zanella puts in a personal best of a 15.477. I hear spins in the background. That's Toth and Parry. They're trying to get out the way as soon as possible. But for position, at least, they should be fine, as Claus is pretty far. There is Kayle. He is in the pits, taking his first stop of the race, I believe. Kayle right back out. Making sure that has a safe release, and he does. Kayle is down into P7. One of the first of the top guys to get into that pit lane. They go back up. Let's see the closest battle that we can find. Pedro trying to get past some back markers. There is Danny Nasseir. There's Palmer. Currently in P8, though. Danny Nasseir has Lance Nasseir in the way. He takes it very wide. Just nowhere to go for him. Lance does have the right to stay where he is. He does not have to let anyone go. Like I said, everyone is racing. Everyone is racing each other. And Danny Nasseir is going to have to work a little bit harder for that position. There's Kayle. Only P7. Bit of a lockup there. We don't want him ruining his tires. He goes into the pits again? Did we miss a drive-through from him by any chance? I'm not seeing any drive-throughs. Kayle has just put in 2 stops in a row? Is it damaged by any chance? It doesn't look like it's damaged, so we're not too sure why he's in the pits again. But this is going to definitely compromise his race unless he didn't put in fuel, I believe. Not too sure what was going on with that. But we're back up to the front of the pack. There's Zanella trying to overtake. We see Roper, a little bit of yellow flags. No, he's just in the pits, exiting now. We see Zanella just getting past some back markers there. Nasseir, a bit of yellow flags for him. He has some drivers coming out from behind him, but it looks to be fine there. But no idea why he pit. Justin Nasseir makes a mistake. Did he take too much curb? Yellow flags on turn 6. We see Lance Nasseir also making a mistake there. But Justin gets back underway. Green flags, green flags. Javon Parry puts it into the pits. Not too sure what's happened to him. But Justin Nasseir has lost his P2 to Noah Hoffman. What an interesting race this has been. Zanella using his push to passes, trying to get through the field as soon as possible, possibly trying to get a good in-lap for a pit stop. We do not know. Danny Nasseir on Sebastian Palmer. There he goes. Zanella, once again, if you take a look at the number, just beside their names, that is the amount of push to passes these guys have. They have a maximum of 10. And Zanella using a lot of it very early on in this race. We're almost at the halfway stage, however. But if I were the leader, I would be saving those up for now. Keeping those tires in check. Speaking of which, let's go through the other tires. Ooh, drive-through for speeding. Wait a second. That is not what Sebastian Palmer needs in this race. He will have to come in once again. That is not good for the youngster there. Looking for your closest battle right now, we see Justin Nasseir is about 3 seconds behind Noah Hoffman. Let's see what Noah's doing. He's not too far, so Justin is able to see him. But Noah Hoffman pulling out a heroic drive. Kayle, I believe you have to set your pit stop. If it's not working for you, you have to set your pit stop. You can manually do that by using the D-pad on your steering wheel. But we're hearing word that Kayle's pit crew is not responding. Slower than Valtteri Bottas at Monaco with his stops. That's why we saw him stop the second time. Justin Nasseir has Sebastian Palmer for company. Sebastian races him but completely locks up. And Justin Nasseir gets past him as soon as possible. Lets Nasseir a little bit of a spin. Pulling over to the side of the road there. Trying to get back on track. As safe as he can. If he can keep that car rolling, it'll be green flags, and it stays green flags. There's Curtis Gregory. Surprised he's not challenging Zanella to hold him up for at least his teammate to catch up a little bit. We do see that in Indy car, a bit of lockup there. He goes off the track a little bit. Are those tires going away from him? Sebastian Palmer looks like he is now taking his drive-through penalty. I believe. Yep, definitely is. He's past his pit box. Zanella making a lot of lockups. Is Zanella going to be pitting anytime soon? I'm not too sure. So far, he is leading this one. Sebastian Palmer, yep, like we said, he has taken his drive-through penalty. We take a look at Martin Webster. Earlier in the race, he had a horrible spin, putting himself into the gravel trap, luckily not getting stuck there. And he's back out, and into P5 as well. We know, last week we had a surprising P3 from him after he had a great battle with Tommy Gore. So we'll see what Martin Webster can do, so don't count him out at any point of this race. As well as a safety car can happen as well. Don't count any of these guys out. We now have confirmation that Justin Nasseir is pitting. There he is. Where is the next driver? Pedro overtakes him. Can Martin Webster get ahead of him in time? But Justin Nasseir still getting to his box there. But looks like Martin Webster will overtake Justin Nasseir. And a quick stop and he's back out, I believe? No, Justin Nasseir has issues. Into the pits. Looks like he's back out again. Javon Parry with an incident as well. Ooh. Javon does get it back going again. Oh, no, he doesn't. Everyone trying to get past him. There's your race leader as well. We see Pratab also into the pits now. So once again, friendly reminder for a mandatory tire change. Must use the alternate compound to what you started with. Oh, big incident! Danny Nasseir looks like he went in very deep. That's a big incident for the race leader. Yep, yellow flag, safety car deployed, safety car deployed. What an incident! A bizarre one! But the race leader takes it into the pits. Safety car is coming out. There will be no overtaking. No overtaking. Remember your pit stops. Make sure you have them set by the D-pad or your arrow keys. Make sure it is set. I'm not too sure, Tavar. So the safety car is coming out the pits now. And remember, make sure your pit stops are set. But we see Zanella probably repairing that car. Alright, the safety car is on track. Who do we have as the leader? Noah Hoffman. Looks like the top three guys are pitting. Drivers are out. Alright, so if you are a lapped car, you're able to overtake the safety car. Justin, have you tried to set... You have to set your pit stop. Remember when we restart, it might have reset. Has it set? So if you're not on the, if you're a lapped car, you can overtake the safety car. Justin, so you're saying that when you try entering the pits, it's not servicing you? If anyone is getting that issue, you can let us know. But, so you're on the D-pad and you're setting it, so it does say tire change. Alright, we're staying under yellows, Alright, so it appears to be a lot of the drivers are not able to access their pit stops. Alright, race will be red flagged. The race will be red flagged right now. So if you guys can return to the pits or teleport back. This race is red flagged. I have you guys' position, so don't worry about losing your position. We're going to red flag the race. Don't worry about losing your positions. We're gonna get back underway. Anyone who has DNF, they can come back into the race. But we are going to red flag it right now. We're going to quickly red flag it. So, the race director has chosen to red flag the race. But the race is still underway. So this will be treated just like an F1 safety car. So once you're red flagged, all you guys will have your mandatory stopped automatically done. Obviously, you can still go into the pits once again. But we have 20 laps of racing. We're going to stay under red flags. All right, so all the guys might be confused what's going on track. Yep, you guys can teleport back to the pits if you want. It's a red flag. It's a red flag. So what's going to happen now? The server is quickly going to restart with 20 laps to go. The fuel and tire degradation will be turned off for the final 20 laps. It will be a 20-lap sprint. I have the positions of where everyone is right now when the red flag did come out for the first time. Anyone who is DNF'd will be able to race again. And I will say the positions, we will go out single file. We will not go out as a grid start. We will go out single file as like a safety car restart once we get back underway. So, for the first time ever, a red flag. And we're going to keep the music on. So, just stay where you guys are. You guys can exit out the server as the server is going to quickly restart. Once again, I do have your position, so don't worry about that. How this is going to work is we are going to, as soon as we get back out on track, it'll be a 20-lap shootout. Since this is a red flag, all you guys have done your mandatory pit stops. So we have a 20-lap sprint. So yeah, Martin, yeah, you're saying you did not have an issue with your car now. Yep, you guys can leave the server. It's going to end. No, I will tell you guys when to rejoin. And you guys will have a 20-lap sprint. So the guys are going to have a 20-lap sprint when they come back on track. But what a... No, sorry, if I did say tire wear is off, that's my apologies. Tire wear is going to stay on, but a little bit lower. Since there's going to be no mandatory pit stops. So stay put, guys, stay put. So just like the real IndyCar, red flags are out on track. So yeah, if you guys are in chat, you guys can go get something to drink, as this 20-lap sprint is gonna be crazy. Stay tuned. It's not gonna be too long from now. All right, the server is back up. Once you join, it'll be in qualifying, but don't get out on track. You guys just join the server and just stay into the pit lane. All right, so looks like we should be back under green flag in about 2 to 3 minutes. Of course, we always expect the worst to happen, and if it does, we always have a plan, so... And friendly reminder, anyone who DNF'd, you guys can come back into the race. So I'm just gonna wait till everyone gets into the server. I'm gonna give it 2 minutes. So, we are back out on track. So just remember, just stay into the pit lane for now. Yep, we're gonna make sure everyone gets in connected. So once again, no mandatory pit stops. The fuel is off. Make sure you do obviously put in fuel into the car, but it won't take out any fuel into the car. Take any fuel out the car, sorry. Tire wear is on, but fuel usage is not. This will be a 20-lap sprint to the end. No mandatory pit stops. I don't suggest you putting in 1 liter of fuel. I don't suggest it. If you want to risk it, you can, but I don't think you should. Vaden, you should restart Content Manager as soon as possible. Fuel is off, so just put in your regular fuel. Because even if you put 1 fuel, I believe, it'll still act like you put in a full tank. That's how zero usage works. If you put in 1, it'll still act like a full tank. But I suggest you just put it in. You just put in your regular amount. Alright, make sure you guys are joining into the server as soon as possible. Man, what an event this has been. Just gonna quickly want to be right back for just one more second. We got about 2 more drivers to get into the server, and then we get underway. So stay tuned. So then, if the 5-minute timer does go up and you're not able to join the server, we have to continue. Yeah, I believe you're the last driver. Everyone is able to load in except for you, so try to figure it out as quick as possible. We will get back underway in 4 minutes. So we're back out on track. All the drivers are into the pits right now. We're going to be going out very soon, but Zanella will be your leader with Noah in 2nd, Martin in 3rd, Pratap in 4th, Pedro in 5th, Kayle in 6th, Danny Nasseir in 7th, Zidane Ahmed in 8th, Sebastian Palmer in 9th, Claus in 10th, Justin in 11th, 12th goes to Javon Parry, 13th goes to Nasseir, 14th goes to Martin Toth, 15th goes to Curtis Gregory, 16th, and actually no, this is actually your round out about now. All right, looks like everyone is loaded into the server. So we are going to get underway very soon. "20-lap sprint." Coming your way right now. The guys are going to get back into the grid, and as the music fades away, this is going to be a chaotic one to the end. All right, so you guys should be on grid now. The way this is going to work, well, obviously you do see at the front the 2 safety car and medical cars are on track. They will disappear, so you don't have to worry about that. But then once you guys get underway, we're going to keep it single file. All right, Zidane, you need to join back now, because once this timer goes down... Actually, you know what? We'll change the plans. We'll make it easier for you guys. Once the lights go out, obviously click drive. And you guys are going to stay in your grid slots. You're not going to come out on track. Like, you're not going to come out of your grid slot. I will say who is going to come out first. And we're going to go in that order. So, in the order, I would say Zanella in first. So, he would be coming out. All of you guys would just stay in your grid slot. Then Noah would come out next, and Martin would come out next. I will tell you guys when to come out. But we're going to keep it in single file. So you have 38 seconds now. So we're going to quickly go to Zanella. That is your race leader. So remember, once it starts, don't be jumping the start or anything. You guys are going to stay in your grid slots, and you're going to slowly make your way, as soon as I call your name, slowly make your way past the grid. And you're going to keep it very slow. So, Zanella, you're going to go out first. Zanella, you're gonna be first. Noah, you will be in second. You can start driving now. In third, Martin, you can start driving now. In fourth, Raul Partab, you can start driving now. In fifth, Pedro, you can start driving now. In sixth, Kayle, you can start driving now. In seventh, Danny Nasseir, you can start driving now. Vaden, if you're into the server, get in now. If you're not, Sebastian, you can go now. Claus, you can go now. Justin, if you're still here, you can go now. Javon Parry, you can go now.